Grove comes in here with a record of 19-4 for the season. They are 1-0 in district play. They blasted Paris last Friday night 90-48. Now, Paris has not looked particularly strong so far this season. But Pleasant Grove, Tony, is ranked 25th in the state in 4A basketball as I look at that today.
Looking physically at them, I'm not surprised they're not even higher than that. We've got our twin towers, and they've got a pair of twin towers that have about 10 pounds or 15 pounds of meat on each of them. So, this is going to be interesting down under.
Lady Cats come into the game with a 10-12 record. They are 0-1. As we said, they lost to North Lamar Tuesday night, 50-25. They were competitive early in that game, had a 4-point lead, but by the end of the first quarter, North Lamar had taken command, and they were in command throughout the rest of that game. So, tough assignment for the Lady Cats here tonight, but they are playing at home, and it's a new day, a new ball game.
And there's a good crowd coming in.
Yes, there is.
Got a bunch of folks up here on the home side. We need some on the visitor side, but Texarkana's not going to bring very many on a long trip on a Tuesday. But we're getting a good showing for the home teamers.
But as you say, a lot of folks sitting behind us. We are directly behind the scorers table, and a lot of folks behind us here on the home side. So right now, Cammie Shack and Riley Ivory are at center court, and they are meeting the captain from Pleasant Grove. We're going to take a break here. First of all, we will tell you that Alliance Bank is among our sponsors, along with BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad track. So we will come back and we'll have the starting lineups for you in the start of tonight's game between Sulphur Springs and Pleasant Grove when Lady Cats basketball continues after this on KSST. Go ahead and run 2 minutes. I may come back to you pretty quick for another break once we come back. Levels okay?
I'm ready to see KK in softball.
Yeah.
She is muscular.
Yeah, she is.
Mercy.
Yep.
Hey, Coach. How are you?
Hey, Brandon. Good to see you, man. Lady Cats basketball on KSST. James Terry is our producer in the KSST studio. Matt Jansen is our technical director and video producer. This game is streaming on YouTube if you want to look in on it. Go to the KSST YouTube channel and you can view it, and it will be seen later on Channel 18. And, of course, Tony Flippin, our color commentator. And always fun to work with Tony. Last season, Pleasant Grove had the better of the series with the Lady Cats. They won 63-38 at Texarkana, and they won here 41-32. But Tony, the Lady Cats won 2 times 2 seasons ago over Pleasant Grove, 50-22 and 45-15. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the starting lineups after this on KSST.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineups.
Lady Cats basketball on KSST. I'm John Mark Dempsey along with Tony Flippin. Starters for Pleasant Grove tonight, we look for Mary Floyd, a sophomore, Jolie Masco, a senior, Erilyn Meeks, a sophomore, Jayla Rowden, a senior, and Sophia Gariel, a freshman, as the starters for 25th ranked Texarkana Pleasant Grove tonight. So a couple of seniors, couple of sophomores, and a freshman. They are a senior-laden team, Tony. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10 players.
That's another thing in our disadvantage, but that's why we're going to play. We can sure get after them.
So the Lady Cats now, the starters. London Pennell, a freshman, starting for Sulphur Springs. She is averaging 4.3 points per game for the Lady Cats. Riley Ivory will be the point guard. Ivory averaging 10.3 per game, number 2 scorer on the Lady Cats. Riley Godbolt, another freshman, starting. So Sulphur Springs will start 2 freshmen tonight. Rainey Johnson, the senior, is the only senior starter. And Cammie Shack, a junior, will start for Sulphur Springs. She is the leading scorer for the Lady Cats, averaging 11.5 points per game. So just about to get going. Sulphur Springs in their home white jerseys and pants. Royal blue numerals outlined in gold. Black and gold are the colors for Pleasant Grove. They wear black jerseys, black pants, and gold numerals and lettering on the jersey. Head coach for Pleasant Grove is Deanna Doles, D-O-L-E-S. Of course, the Lady Cats head coach in his first year is Kevin Tanton. So we are about ready to go with the center jump.
Kind of odd not seeing Rainey as the tallest one in the circle.
Yeah. And Pleasant Grove controls the tap as Rainey Johnson jumping against Jayla Rowden, and she gave up a couple of inches, I'd say, to Rowden, Tony.
Yep.
So Pleasant Grove in the front court, and down low they go to Rowden, and she is fouled.
Rainey Johnson on her first, of course, and team first.
So going to the line is big Jayla Rowden. We do not have heights for these players, but she certainly is, I would say, over 6 feet, Tony, I would guess.
Yeah, I think she's 6'1".
Misses the first shot. And the second shot is also no good, but Pleasant Grove gets the rebound. They keep it in the front court. Here is a jumper from the right side of the key, is off, and Rowden underneath gets the rebound, back up, and scores. So Rowden makes it 2-0. Full court pressure in the backcourt. Cammie Shack having a hard time, but she gets it to midcourt now to London Pennell, and Pennell comes across the midcourt line. And
tie ball's going to stay with the Wildcats, the Lady Cats.
Held ball there, and Lady Cats have possession. And London Pennell will throw it in.
It's going to be interesting to see how we can handle the ball because we've not had a press in the last 2 or 3 ball games.
Cammie Shack over on the far side on the drive. Bounce pass for Rainey Johnson, and she can't finish it.
Great feed, just didn't quite finish.
Rainey Johnson with a layup. She could not make it go. They get it down low to the big girl, Jayla Rowden, and she banks one off the glass for the bucket. It's 4-0. Pleasant Grove and a timeout.
Full timeout, Sulphur Springs.
4-0, Pleasant Grove on top, and this is Lady Cats basketball on KSST. I think they're going to come back early then, in the timeout, it looks like.
Yeah, well, no, that's...
Okay, fine. Good start for Pleasant Grove, 4-0. on top of the Lady Cats. Both put back baskets by Rowden. And they battered out of bounds over on the far side as the Lady Cats try to come back up the floor. Inbounds play on the far side about midway in the backcourt for Sulphur Springs. And London Pinnell gets it into Cammie Shack. Shack gets it to midcourt, and a pass then to Rainey Johnson to Riley Ivory, and a great feed there to London Pinnell on the weak side to bank it off the glass.
That was a good feed.
London Pinnell gets the first field goal for Sulphur Springs. It's 4-2 now. The Lady Cats take it away.
Hits off her heel trying to look down the floor, so a turnover, and it'll be back to Pleasant Grove.
Was that Godbolt that knocked it loose for Sulphur Springs? Riley Godbolt, freshman. High post, they go to Rowden, and she finds a backdoor cut there.
That's the other one. That's number 20.
Easy basket. That is Sophia Gariel.
But all 6 points by their towers inside on layups, basically.
Gariel driving down the baseline. Backdoor cut. Nice pass by Rowden. Lady Cats give it up in the front court at the other end. And now with a 6-2 lead, Pleasant Grove will inbound.
Lady Cats choosing not to put backcourt pressure. They look like they're going to do a matchup zone, going to try to pin when they get across half court.
Pleasant Grove in the front court. Here's a three-pointer, left side of the arc, good.
Number 1, Floyd.
Mary Floyd, three-pointer, and it is 9-2. Pleasant Grove on top. Here come the Lady Cats. They get it to London Pinnell inside. Her shot bounces off the rim, and Pinnell gets her own rebound, and the putback is off the glass and good.
She's not intimidated, and she's not afraid to take a shot, and that's important.
London Pinnell has both Sulphur Springs baskets so far. It's 9-4. Here's a block shot by Cammie Shack, and she takes it away. Great defensive play there by Cammie Shack of the Lady Cats.
Yeah, the big girl went around her, and Cammie didn't foul, came up from behind and just stole it. But we lost it out of bounds, so it's going to be Pleasant Grove's ball under their bucket with 5:30 left.
Ball goes back to Pleasant Grove, 9-4. The Lady Hawks on top. Inbounds play to the left side of the basket. Knocked free by Presley Hardy into the ball game for Sulphur Springs.
That's a good substitution, because not that the others weren't doing okay, but Presley brings energy, and she's very athletic.
And we saw it right
active.
there. Yep. She went after the ball and very nearly came up with the steal. So inbounds play for Pleasant Grove over on the far side. And they get it in. Still on the far side. They go to the baseline now. Up high and outside, and now into the corner on the near side. Bounce pass inside, taken away by Hardy.
Yep, right off the bat, she's making a difference.
She goes to Rainey Johnson, now to Cammie Shack. And Shack driving over on the far side, and she has it taken away for Pleasant Grove by Erilyn Meeks to the baseline. And the ball now taken away for Sulphur Springs by London Pinnell. It's taken back by Pleasant Grove. Into the paint, and the runner will fall. Jayla Bowden with 6 points in the first quarter for Pleasant Grove on the steal, and then the layup. Lady Cats coming back up the floor. We have a whistle. Sulphur Springs will have an inbounds play here to the left of the basket. Substitutions for Pleasant Grove. We'll pick those up as we can. Lady Cats get it in. And here's London Pinnell receiving a pass at the other end. Goes up with the shot right side of the key, about 8 feet out, and she is fouled. Shot was no good.
Number 20. First personal, first team.
Sophia.
Again, London really, she's going to get her shot.
Sophia Gariel, the freshman, with a foul for Pleasant Grove. And that is their first foul. 11-4. Pleasant Grove on top, a 7-point lead. London Pinnell at the line for Sulphur Springs. Pinnell, a 52% free throw shooter. She's averaging 4.3 per game, and she already has 4 here in the first quarter. Both baskets by the Lady Cats. Second shot is good.
1 out of 2. 5 points in the first quarter. All 5 of the Lady Cats' points.
11-5 Pleasant Grove. 4:29 to go first quarter. Lady Hawks working in the front court, and ball knocked free by Rainey Johnson and picked up by Riley Ivory. Ahead down the floor for Hardy. Hardy can't get the layup to go off the glass. Rebound by Rainey Johnson, up no good. And underneath it is...
Hardy got the rebound, but she was on the line. So, again, Hardy's making a difference right now.
Ball goes back to Pleasant Grove on the baseline in the backcourt. 11-5. Pleasant Grove with a 6-point lead. They have led by as many as 7. Halfway through the first quarter, Cammie Shack knocks it free, but is picked up by Pleasant Grove into the paint. And a foul.
And it's going to be on Ivory, I believe, 12, yep.
Sophia Gariel driving inside. You said Riley Ivory.
Riley Ivory, first personal, team second, I believe, yep.
Gariel, who has a basket to her credit.
Now has a free throw.
Sophia Gariel, second shot is perfect.
Good form on both of those. We may not want to put her at the line.
Full court pressure in the backcourt, 13-5. Pleasant Grove now. It's taken away at midcourt by Pleasant Grove. As Riley Ivory gives it up. Now the Lady Hawks into the corner here on the near side. We have a foul. Looks like it's going to go on Rainey Johnson.
Rainey on her second personal. Got to let that one go. Can't get in foul trouble.
And Rainey Johnson out of the game, and KK Montgomery coming in.
Ball control is going to be the entire ball game because Pleasant Grove has some ball hawks and some big girls, so we cannot turn it over.
Shot from outside, off the rim, no good. KK Montgomery crashing in for the rebound, and we have a foul.
I think that's number 5, yep. Masco, Jolie Masco, first personal, team second.
So inbounds play for Sulphur Springs. This is KK Montgomery. She will throw it into the right of the glass in the backcourt. Full court pressure for Pleasant Grove, and it's taken away. On the near side, and a double dribble call here against the Lady Hawks. That was Erilyn Mix with the ball.
We're not doing a good job in our backcourt. We're throwing it into double team and dribbling into double team. We've got to get spacing.
London Pinnell will throw in on the near side about midway. In the backcourt she goes to Cammie Shack. Shack now to Riley Ivory. Ivory across the midcourt line, guarded very closely, and gets it over to Presley Hardy. Now to Cammie Shack over on the far side. Shack looks like she's going for Rainey Johnson inside, but
blocked.
I wasn't sure if it was a shot or a pass.
She tried to put it up, and Rowden got her.
Inbounds play for the Lady Cats. Hardy will inbound to the left of the basket. All the way out to Riley Ivory. Back inside for London Pinnell. In the paint, goes up with the shot, and she is fouled.
20 Black, Guriel, that's 2 on her. That would be an interesting phenomenon if we can get some foul trouble. So KK is going to go for 2.
KK Montgomery at the line, one of the 2 Lady Cat seniors. She is a 46% free throw shooter. Shooting 2, and she makes the first one.
She's 1,000% so far.
Averaging 2.9 per game. She did not play last year, and of course she's a terrific softball player.
Yep.
But she's out for basketball this year. Second shot high off the back iron, no good. And we have a traveling call on
kind of got a break there.
Grove.
I thought that was just a live ball, but we're going to take it. 3:04 left in the first.
Jayla Rowden went up for the rebound and then fell down, and the official saw her as traveling when she fell to the court. And Lady Cats almost taken away in the backcourt, but Pleasant Grove gets it back. And now across the midcourt line into the front court, leading 13-6. 7-point lead. And a three-pointer here from the right side for Pleasant Grove. No good, but underneath Rowden. Rebound, back up, and scores.
We just got no answer for her her size and weight under there. KK was all over her.
8 points for Rowden, 15-6. They take it away, back down the floor. And at the other end, a layup by Mary Floyd. And it's a 17-6, 11-point lead for Pleasant Grove with a timeout for Sulphur Springs.
30-second timeout for Sulphur.
Lady Cats basketball continues after this on KSST. Okay. Levels okay?
Well, I'm going to say Pleasant Grove has the advantage over North Lamar at the moment.
Oh, I know that about that. No question. Jayla Rowden, the big girl for Pleasant Grove, with 8 points in the first quarter, Tony. All inside.
Yeah, I was afraid of that when I saw her warming up.
Lady Cats with an inbounds play in the backcourt. Get it into Cammie Shack to KK Montgomery. Ahead to Presley Hardy. Off her fingertips over the baseline. It goes back to Pleasant Grove.
Good idea. Just a hair tall. Presley looked like she was in position to finish.
11-point lead for Pleasant Grove, 17-6. 2:15 left to go first quarter. Here's a shot from the left side. Is good for Pleasant Grove. And this is
23, Hennard.
Abby Hennard, who's into the ball game for the first time, a senior. 19-6, 13-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats having a hard time getting it up the floor. And they do get it into the front court, but now they lose it over on the far side, and it goes back to Pleasant Grove. Tough first quarter here for Sulphur Springs. 19-6, 13-point lead.
I was afraid that was a three-pointer by Hennard. Just a 2.
I saw it as a 2.
Okay.
Pleasant Grove. Here is a three-pointer, and that one is good.
24.
From over on the far side, and that is Layla Sanders.
They've got multiple players scoring.
22-6, the lead for Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats up the floor in a hurry. Bounce pass from Riley Ivory down to KK Montgomery, but she loses it over the baseline. It goes back to Pleasant Grove.
It was a good idea with the bounce pass, but Pleasant Grove was ready for it. That's one where KK should have just gone on and tried to go to the basket.
16-point lead for Pleasant Grove, 22-6. Lady Hawks have it in the front court, working the ball. And here is a jumper from about 18 feet.
10, Meeks.
And it is good.
Another scoring machine.
24-6, an 18-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Ball knocked out of bounds by Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats inbound again. Full court pressure in the back court, Tony. And
yeah, that's the trouble.
A pass ahead to Godbolt at midcourt. Godbolt making a move to the basket, but it's knocked from her hands and out of bounds, and it goes off, I guess, of Godbolt and back to Pleasant Grove.
She reached up and got it. If she'd have let it go, it'd have still been ours. The backcourt and the press is just giving us all kinds of fits on the defensive end.
You see that as a zone press?
Yeah, it's more of a man.
Pleasant Grove has the ball in the front court. Tried to go high post, knocked free, but they get it back. Now they go high post. And we have a foul away from the ball. And that's KK Montgomery.
It's her first, team fourth.
Pleasant Grove will go to the bonus on the fifth foul of the quarter. 51 seconds left. Here is a three-point attempt, and it is way short. Air ball, and KK Montgomery comes up with the ball for Sulphur Springs. Tie ball.
That's going to go to North Lamar.
Arrow pointing in the direction of Pleasant Grove.
46 seconds left. We need to get this quarter out of here.
24-6, Pleasant Grove. They have led all the way. Inbound play on the baseline to the right of the basket. Taken away by Riley Ivory for the Lady Cats, and she is fouled. In heavy traffic coming back up the floor.
Michaela
Floyd.
First personal, fourth team.
Pleasant Grove senior. That is their fourth foul. So still no bonus for the Lady Cats. They get it into Cammie Shack at midcourt. Shack on the dribble, taken away. Coming back the other way. And that is Rowden, and she is fouled.
Fouled by by Cammie. Shooting foul, that's her first. 5th personal, but it was a shooting foul, and Rowden's going to get 2 more free throws. She's 0 for 2 to this point. She made that first one to go to 25.
She has 11 points here in the first quarter. Misses the second shot. And with 32 seconds, the long rebound on the floor comes back out to Pleasant Grove. And here's a three-pointer by Mary Floyd, her second three-pointer of the quarter. She has 8 points, 28-6, 22-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats coming back up the floor. We have
10 foul, Meeks, first personal.
Foul,
shoot 2.
Foul on Pleasant Grove.
KK is going to shoot 2.
So now both teams in the bonus for the remaining 18 seconds of the quarter. High school basketball, you go to the bonus on the 5th foul of the quarter, and then you shoot 2 shots. So KK Montgomery at the line, 46% free throw shooter. Shot is a little bit off to the left and no good. So she is 1 for 3 so far tonight at the free throw line. Comes the second shot, and that one's good.
Doesn't look a whole lot better.
2 points in the first quarter for KK Montgomery, one of the 2 Lady Cat seniors.
14 seconds left, and Pleasant Grove's going to go for the last shot.
28-7, Pleasant Grove. Cross-court pass. Pulling up for the jump shot from about 19 feet, but it is no good, and the rebound goes to Cammie Shack, and that'll do it for the first quarter. 28-7. Pleasant Grove over Sulphur Springs, a 21-point lead going to the second quarter for the Hawks. And this is Lady Cats basketball on KSST.
Well, I'm going to say right now, they're not number 25.
Yeah, I'd hate to see the other 24.
6 players scoring for Pleasant Grove. We had 2.
Lady Cats basketball brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. 28-7.
This is not the 25th ranked team in the state of Texas.
You think they're much higher than that?
I would say top 10.
Lady Cats throw it in at midcourt, and it's taken away by Pleasant Grove, and missing the layup shot is Mary Floyd. Lady Cats get the rebound here. They come back up the floor. Down by 21 points. Rainey Johnson goes to Riley Godbold in the corner. Now it's Riley Ivory. Bounce pass down low for Cammie Shack. Cammie driving the baseline. A reverse layup is no good, but there to clean it up, and with the putback is Rainey Johnson for the bucket.
Finally got one inside and got a shot off. Rainey did a good job cleaning up like she always does.
And at the other end, it's a drive down the baseline.
Guriel.
And Guriel for Pleasant Grove scores with a banker off the glass, 30-9. And London Pinnell going for Riley Ivory. Passing across the lane in the front court for Sulphur Springs. It is knocked out of bounds over the baseline, and Maddie McQuarter in the ballgame will inbound for Sulphur Springs to the right of the basket in the front court. McQuarter to Riley Ivory in the corner. To Shack up high. Top of the key, back to Ivory. This is a man-to-man defense for Pleasant Grove. Ivory Driving inside, has the shot deflected. Here comes Pleasant Grove the other way. On the run, it is Mary Floyd. And she goes to the corner, puts up a shot, no good. And the rebound, McWhorter for Sulphur Springs, but she loses it. Gives it up back to Michaela Floyd. And a jump shot right side of the key, about 12 feet out, is good for Jayla Rowden. That gives her 11 points in the game. It's taken away for Pleasant Grove, and the basket from about 8 feet out by Mary Floyd is good. 34-9.
Mary Floyd knows where the ball is going. She's got a knack, and she's everywhere.
23-point lead for Pleasant Grove, and Lady Cats basketball continues during this timeout on KSST.
We may give up 100. we really could, because they're not going to stop pressing. If the JV's any indication.
(34-9) Pleasant Grove. They are 19-4. And as Tony told you, they are the 25th ranked team in 4A basketball in the state. Now you see this as a man-to-man press.
Well, they start out in kind of a zone, and then they go to trapping, but they've got ball hawks all over the floor.
Lady Cats coming up the floor. They finally do get it across the midcourt line. Almost lost it, but Riley Godbolt chased it down. Cross-court pass from McWhorter to Godbolt. Now they go down low to Cammie Shack. And Shack losing her balance, but first she's fouled.
23, I believe. Hennard? Nope, 12.
So that is Michaela Floyd.
That's her second.
I presume the Floyd girls are sisters, although they could be cousins.
I would think.
What have you.
Right now they've got 4. Now they've got 5 short people on the field, so they're going to be ball hawking the hound out of us.
Inbounds play to the right of the basket, way outside. It goes to Cammie Shack. Over to London Pinnell, back to Shack. And another foul against Pleasant Grove.
Number 5, Masco.
Jolie Masco, her second foul.
Team second.
And again, inbounds play for Sulphur Springs.
And they're putting a couple of the towers back in. Right
Get
there.
into Rainey Johnson.
Right
and
there.
Nice pass by London Pinnell, and she found Johnson open for a little jumper from about 10 feet.
We got a little spacing, and Rainey got a wide open shot. Didn't put it on the floor. Did what you're supposed to. Set your feet, go up with it.
23-point lead for Pleasant Grove, working in the front court with the ball. Ball knocked away by Rainey Johnson, but Pleasant Grove gets it back in the corner on the near side. Now Riley Ivory takes one away for Sulphur Springs, but she is double teamed, and there's a loose ball, and Pleasant Grove gets it back,
11.
and they score with a banker off the glass. This is Lily Piercy, her first basket, 36-11. Tie ball as the Lady Cats coming back up the floor.
Should be. Nope, it's
Pleasant Grove.
Pleasant Grove's ball. There were like 4 consecutive steals the last time down, and then they finished with the bucket. We're having a lot of trouble getting the ball away from their ball hawks.
25 points is the Pleasant Grove lead. Pleasant Grove working the ball in the front court. Lady Cats look like they're in a man-to-man here, Tony. Such as it is. And shot was up and off of one of the Lady Hawks, and it goes back to the Lady Cats on the baseline in the backcourt. Bounce pass from Rainey Johnson to Cammie Shack. Back to Riley Ivory, going for the steal, Pleasant Grove, but the Lady Cats beat it. Now they have a break, and London Pinnell bluffs a shot up off the glass. Oh, she's traveling.
Yep. She took a little hop.
Made the shot, but she was shuffling her feet before the shot.
Great job by, was it Ivory?
I think so.
That went over there and had 2-on-1 and did it perfectly, and Pinnell just took a little bunny hop. So they're starting out at the zone and then trying to trap.
Cross-court pass for Pleasant Grove now inside. It's taken away by Rainey Johnson. Long pass for the Lady Cats down the floor. London Pinnell for an easy layup.
Very good pass by Rainey Johnson, too. Led her perfectly.
Pinnell has 7 points in the game for Sulphur Springs. 36-13. Pleasant Grove driving down the lane here, but losing it over the baseline off one of the Lady Cats, and inbounds play for the Lady Hawks to the right of the basket. Rainey Johnson will guard the pass. They get it in, and throwing back into the lane, taken away by Rainey Johnson for Sulphur Springs.
There's another Snowbird.
And a long pass down the floor, and there's an easy layup for the Lady Cats.
23.
And that's Riley Godbolt. Riley Godbolt. Who was the pass from, Tony? Did you pick that up?
No.
I'm sorry, I was looking down.
I'm just trying to get numbers of score, and this is fast-paced. Quick timeout by Pleasant Grove. They didn't like that's about 3 or 4 straight where we've had Snowbirds. And doing a pretty good job of finishing, too. That's nice to see.
36-15.
I tell you what, this Rowden girl, she's setting up at the free throw line, and the minute she gets the ball and feels somebody on her hip, she's rolling to the basket. She's the real deal. Is she a senior?
She is a senior.
I hope. Don't want to see her here anymore.
6 of their 10 players are seniors.
Yeah, that's
Lady
good.
Cats have 2 seniors. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think East Texas A&M ought to be looking at number 15.
No.
There we go.
2 out of 9 for the Lady Cats. Here's a takeaway by Riley Ivory, and throw down the floor, but it's taken away by Pleasant Grove. On the break to the other end, and the shot off the glass, good.
12.
This is Michaela Floyd with the basket for Pleasant Grove. Here's a takeaway at midcourt, 38-15. 23-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Lady Hawks have the ball again in the front court.
Mary Floyd's the best point guard I've seen this year, hands down. She's always got her eyes up, and she knows what she wants to do.
Oh, great feed there by Floyd underneath.
Perfect pass to number 12, the other Floyd.
Michaela Floyd, we presume that's her sister. 40-15, 25-point lead. Lady Cats down the floor on the break. And Presley Hardy trying to go to London Pinnell, but they lose it over the baseline.
We've had pretty decent success over the top. We tried it one too many that time and threw it just a little long.
25-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Mary Floyd across the midcourt line. Lady Cats have a double team over on the far side, but they get out of it to the Lady Hawks. Now inside it goes to Rowden, and her turnaround shot from about 6 feet bounces twice, won't fall. And
Wildcats ball.
It will go back to the Lady Cats on the baseline to the left of the basket. And Rainey Johnson gets it in to London Pinnell. She tries to go to Presley Hardy, but Hardy off balance, and the pass was a little bit behind her, and it goes out of bounds over on the far side, back to Pleasant Grove.
Just too quick there, and there wasn't a 2-on-1 situation, so they should have just taken their time.
2:54 to go in the first half. 40-15, Pleasant Grove.
I'm not sure why we've got Rainey out at the top, and she just now got her 3rd foul.
Three-pointer was no good, and I thought Rainey Johnson had blocked the shot, but apparently she got the hand there of the shooter, who is Michaela Floyd.
KK is going to come in there, so 12 is going to get 3 foul shots.
First shot is good. Michaela Floyd has 5 points, all here in the second quarter. So we have that as the 3rd foul on Rainey Johnson, the Lady Cat senior. Second shot bounces around and falls. Now, was that just 2 shots?
No, it's going to be a 3rd. They're going to give her one more.
I thought she had one more coming. She made the first 2. Fouled in the act of shooting a 3-pointer.
Yep.
And Rainey Johnson has sat down, and was it KK Montgomery
KK
came in? And 3rd shot is no good, but they get the offensive board. Missed the shot, but Rowden crashes the board, and now she is fouled as she was about to go up from in front of the basket.
10. First personal on Pinnell. We just got out hustled on the rebound there. So now Rowden is going to get two free throws.
Jayla Rowden has 11 points, and first shot bounces around and is no good. I think at one point I declared her to have 11 points in the first quarter, but I miscounted, so it's now 11 points. And she missed that first free throw. Now, next free throw coming. Not on the way, and it's off the back iron, no good. And crashing the board for the Lady Cats is KK Montgomery.
That's going to be a foul on 12, I believe. Yep. 12 White, that's her third.
Michaela Floyd, the seniors, has 3 fouls for Pleasant Grove.
We got 2 team.
KK Montgomery to the right of the basket, inbounding, bounce pass to Cammie Shack. Now to Riley Ivory, ahead to Presley Hardy. Hardy off the glass from the right side, about 12 feet out.
Good shot, big old high archer. She wasn't going to get that one blocked.
42-17. That's a football score. And here's a three-pointer for Pleasant Grove, too long. And Riley Ivory, the rebound for Sulphur Springs, whistles.
I don't know what we did, but there's no foul.
23-point lead for Pleasant Grove. 25-point lead, beg your pardon. Inbounds play for the Lady Cats to the right of the basket in the backcourt. Again, Pleasant Grove with the full court press. Get it into Cammie Shack to Riley Ivory, ahead to Presley Hardy. And Hardy over on the far side with the left-hand dribble.
And apparently on the line.
Somehow stepped on the sideline over there.
When she pushed off to go toward the middle, she did that. 2:11 left till halftime. Second quarter's better to us, but still not good enough.
I was about to say, it's a much more competitive quarter here in the second period. And here's Mary Floyd driving on Cammie Shack with a runner from 12 feet that won't go. Lady Cats get the rebound. Here comes Riley Ivory up the floor to Cammie Shack. Shack driving the right side of the key, goes up with the shot, misses the layup, but she is fouled.
23. Pinard, that's her first. Cammie did a good job there. She just kind of bowed her neck and went to the bucket.
Cammie Shack, a 67% free throw shooter, the best the Lady Cats have. First free throw is in and out, no good. Cammie has not scored so far here in the first half.
She's only taken one shot from the field and got it blocked.
She averages 11.5 per game to lead the Lady Cats.
There
makes the second shot. 24-point lead, 42-18. A minute 47 to go first half. Lady Hawks on offense in the front court. Into the corner on the near side, driving the baseline, and a shot no good.
Good rebound by Hardy.
Gets it out to Riley Ivory. Ivory through traffic, weaving, and shot high off the iron, no good, but the Lady Cats get it back. And Hardy, and now Presley, Riley Ivory trying to go underneath.
Good ball handling, trying to get in it, and good hustle. Bunch of subs for Pleasant Grove.
Tried to go down low to London Pinnell, but the ball out of bounds over the baseline and goes back to Sulphur Springs. Inbounds play to the left side of the basket. Bounce pass. Trying to go back door there, and it dribbles out of bounds over on the far side and goes back to Pleasant Grove with a minute 18 left to go in the first half. 42-18, Lady Hawks.
We've only got 2 team fouls, so we can foul if it's not in the act of shooting.
Pleasant Grove has 4 fouls, so the next foul against Pleasant Grove will put the Lady Cats in the bonus as the ball over the baseline.
Must have been off Rowden coming in. Lady Cats ball. Let's see if we can get something going. Again, Pleasant Grove is pressed the entire ball game, which based on the JV, that's the way it's going to be.
Pleasant Grove trying to drive inside their loss a handle on the ball. Lady Cats across the midcourt line with a minute to go in the first half, trailing 42-14. Presley Hardy pass to Cammie Shack down the low post. Shack turns and shoots, no good from about 8 feet. And the ball rolls out of bounds over on the far side, and I think that will go back to Pleasant Grove, and it will.
I thought it was coming to us. Cammie did a good job there. She was determined to get her shot off and did a little dirt fadeaway after she got her footing. Just couldn't knock it down.
42-18 as Mary Floyd comes across the midcourt line. 39 seconds on the clock. Pleasant Grove working from left to right here. Floyd for three, drains it.
That girl can play.
Gives her 13 points in the game. The three-pointer from the left side of the arc, 45-18. Riley Ivory across the midcourt line. Here's a three-point attempt by Presley Hardy. No good, but the rebound, Pinnell. And outside it goes to Riley Ivory. Now here's a three-pointer for Cammie Shack. Rattles off, no good. Lady Cats get the rebound underneath. That is KK Montgomery.
That's going to stay with us.
A tie ball, they say. Looked like she had it clean to me.
Yeah, they jumped in there and got her. I was glad to see Cammie. She was about a full step out of the three, but had a clean opening, and she shot a really good shot.
Pinnell, bounce pass for Riley Ivory.
Nice.
And the inbounds, great pass, and the layup off the glass for two.
Nice action by Ivory to make herself available.
First basket of the first half for Riley Ivory, who has average of 10.3, and that's the end of the first half. 45-20, a 25-point lead for Pleasant Grove as we go to halftime. And Lady Cats basketball continues after this on KSST. Give us 4 minutes here, James.
And now put your hands together for your Sulphur Springs Middle School Sparks.
These are junior high girls?
Yep.
Oh, look.
Give it up for him once again for your Sulphur Springs Middle School Sparks. Well done.
Now we know why the crowd's here. All the mamas and the papas. It'll be a little quieter in the second half.
I hadn't thought of that.
Again, they do that in district. Oh, me. District ball coming
So see,
out.
that was 17-13 in the second quarter.
Yes.
That wasn't too bad. Lady Cats basketball brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. 45-20. Pleasant Grove, obviously completely in command of this game. They led 28-7 at the end of the first quarter. Tony, in the second quarter, Lady Cats held them to a 17-13 advantage.
We did better handling the ball. We got some of our backcourt offense thrown over the top, got a few buckets, but mainly quit turning it over quite as much. That first quarter, it was just a horror show, so hopefully we can have a better second half. But like I said, I anticipate Pleasant Grove pressing until the final buzzer, and I don't like to see that in a decided game, but they didn't ask me. So hopefully if it continues, they'll pull off and let the clock roll.
Pleasant Grove is 19-4 for the season. They won their first district game Tuesday night, Tony, over Paris, 90-48. That's not hard to imagine at this point.
Well, they're halfway to 90 right now.
That's
too.
Right.
So they are the class. They're good. I didn't know what to expect, but when I saw the size of them, and then when you've got the two towers like they've got, and then you've got number one Mary Floyd, she's far and away the best point guard I've seen.
Unusual to see a high school team score 90 points in a game, just 32 minutes in the game.
Especially a girls' team.
A girls' team especially, right. So looking at the district standings, there's not much to talk about. You've got three teams at 1-0 and three teams at 0-1. North Lamar, who won here Tuesday night over the Lady Cats. Pleasant Grove and Pittsburgh, all 1-0. Sulphur Springs, Bonham, and Paris, 0-1. North Lamar, 14-9 for the season. Pleasant Grove, 19-4, as we told you. Pittsburgh, 10-6. We've seen them get off to a strong start before and then fade a bit once district play begins.
Never know.
Wildcats, Lady Cats, 10-12. Bonham, 9-11. Paris, 5-12. Lady Cats at Paris Tuesday night. And then Friday night, January 23rd, will be the next home game against Bonham. And we'll have that broadcast for you on KSST. Wildcat boys are off tonight getting ready for district play. They play at Pittsburgh. I beg your pardon. They play Pittsburgh at home. Friday night, we will have the broadcast of that game on KSST at 7 p.m. So district play getting ready to start for the boys. Pre-district, it is Paris with a 16-4 record on top. Pleasant Grove, 14-7. Sulphur Springs, 7-12. But the Wildcats have really looked great the last 2 games.
Wildcats are coming on right now, so I'm looking forward to the district schedule with them.
North Lamar, 5-9. Pittsburgh, 4-10, and they will be the opponent here Friday night against the Wildcats. And Bonham, 2-15. Not doing much at all, the Purple Warriors. So to check some of the individual scoring here in the first half, and Tony checked me on this.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do this in the order of points. I have London Pinnell with 7.
Yep.
Rainey Johnson with 4.
Yep.
And then quite a few with 2.
Yep.
KK Montgomery has 2. 2 free throws.
Hardy has 2.
Right.
Ivory has 2.
Right.
Godbolt 2, and then Cammie with 1.
That's exactly right. Okay. So then for Pleasant Grove, Tony's talked a lot about the point guard, Mary Floyd. Not only is she a great ball handler, she's quite a scorer. She has 13 points the first half. Jayla Rowden, the big girl that we've been impressed by, has 11.
Yep.
And Sophia Guriel has 6.
Yep.
Michaela Floyd has 6.
Yep.
Abby Hennard has 5.
Hennard, I've only got her with 2. You have Leah Sanders with 3.
Okay, no, I had that for Hennard.
No, that was Sanders.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. So we'll change that. I may have just written that on the wrong line.
Well, they got in a hurry. Sometimes we just scribble.
Oh. No kidding.
Scoring everywhere.
Marilyn Meeks has 2.
Yep.
And Lily Piercy has 2. Foul situation. Lady Cats have Rainey Johnson with 3. That's not good. There's your senior leader there with 3 fouls in the first half.
Yeah.
Had to sit out there a considerable part of the first half. And KK Montgomery, London Pinnell, Riley Ivory, and Cammie Shack all have 1. For Pleasant Grove, Michaela Floyd has 3 fouls. Jaylee Masco has 2. Sophia Gariel has 2. Erilyn Meeks has 1. And Abby Honnard has 1.
We've just got to see if we can stay under control in this second half. We start out on defense. Pleasant Grove gets the opening tip. We just need to see. Right now, the ball game's pretty well decided. What we need to do is see can we play and maybe win the second half, win a quarter, make something positive. Like I say, we're getting the 2 best teams in district right off the bat.
Right.
Then you've got everybody else. So don't act like this thing's over with district-wise.
Take another break, come back with the second half when Lady Cats basketball continues after this on KSST.
I didn't bring my cushion with me.
Pleasant Grove will have the ball to start the second half. Inbounds play at midcourt over on the far side. They'll be moving from right to left. And they get it into Mary Floyd. And now there is Jayla Bowden with the ball up high and driving into the paint. And then passing outside is Mary Floyd, but there's a missed shot. She gets the rebound, gets it over to Lady Hawk at the right elbow, and she knocks it down from about 15 feet. Masco with the basket. Here come the Lady Cats up the floor, and it's out of bounds, but Sulphur Springs will keep it on the baseline. Masco, her first basket of the night for Pleasant Grove just a moment ago. 47-20, 27-point lead. I believe that's the largest of the night
I
for
hope
Pleasant
so.
Grove. Lady Cats get it in. Here is Cammie Shack driving inside, and a little runner in the lane with the left hand, and she is fouled.
20. Gariel, that's her third. Team's first of the second half. Cammie's going to get 2.
Cammie Shack, a 67% free throw shooter, and she makes the first shot. Looks good.
She went to the left there and shot it right-handed, and so that's why she got it blocked. But fortunately, we at least got a foul shot out of it.
Second shot coming for the junior, and she makes it.
There we go.
3 points in the game for Cammie Shack. She's averaging 11.5. 47-22. 25-point lead. Here's a backdoor cut, and now another pass. Beautiful pass there to Bowden by, well, I'm not sure who made that pass, but that was.
I think it was one. I think it was Floyd.
Okay, so Bowden.
Just a touch pass. They knew what was going on.
13 points for Bowden. 49-22, Lady Cats in the front court. Cammie Shack has an open shot from 8 feet on the right side. It's missed, but we get the rebound, and back up with a putback
Ivory
is Riley Ivory, and she's fouled.
23. That's her second. That's her. Hennard. Second there, and Ivory gets a free throw.
And she makes the free throw for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. 49-25, 24-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Lady Hawks in the front court. Skip pass, now in the corner. An air ball on the shot from the baseline, and rebound is contested and out of bounds, and will go to Sulphur Springs. 49-25, 6:37 to go third quarter. Rainey Johnson gets it in to Riley Ivory. Back to Johnson with 3 fouls. Johnson, a long pass down the floor for Riley Godbolt. Goes over the baseline and back to Pleasant Grove.
Getting a little greedy.
24-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Mary Floyd across the midcourt line, guarded by Rainey Johnson. Now Floyd, still guarded by Johnson. Bounce pass down low, and there's the bucket for Pleasant Grove. Great job of feeding her by Mary Floyd, and Rowden up with the basket, her second of the half.
She gets the ball down in the block. It's either score or foul. She just knows what she's doing.
She has 15 points in the game. 51-25, 26-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats in the front court. Ball is knocked out of bounds. And we'll stay with Sulphur Springs. Inbounds play in the corner on the near side. London Pinnell goes to Godbold, up high to Cammie Shack. Shack trying to make a move inside, is double teamed, and she tries now to hit Godbold on a backdoor cut. The pass is knocked over the baseline and will stay with the Lady Cats.
That was a good backdoor bounce pass, but it just shows the energy that Pleasant Grove, and they're subbing every time. They're keeping fresh people.
Inbounds play on the baseline, and hits on the sideline in front of us here and goes back to Pleasant Grove.
Can't afford turnovers on just a ball out. We cannot turn the ball over. That's just the way it is.
Pleasant Grove making that inbounds pass tough.
Yeah.
And Lady Cats,
they're so active.
Throw it away. And here's a throwaway by Pleasant Grove. Goes over.
I thought London tipped that one, so we'll take it. Good job.
Goes out of bounds in the corner on the near side. Lady Cats will inbound. Rainey Johnson will get it in. 51-25. 26-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats did a nice job getting the ball up the floor, but now it's taken away in the front court. Sophia Gariel took it away for Pleasant Grove. Floyd in the corner, and a shot missed there by Lily Piercy.
That's
long rebound.
4 on Rainey. That's the problem, having her out top with all that ball handling. First foul for us this half. But Rainey now is going to have to set the entire third just about, or just as long as you got. But that's the danger of having her out top.
Replaced by KK Montgomery. Inbounds play to the left of the basket for Pleasant Grove. Three-pointer. Rattles off no good. Montgomery up strong for the rebound for Sulphur Springs to Riley Ivory. Ivory dribbling through traffic at midcourt, and we have a foul.
That's going to be on one, and look at that. That's her first personal of the ball game as much as she's affecting the ball game. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining either, because I haven't seen her foul.
Right.
But that's a disciplined ball player.
Inbounds play near midcourt over on the far side. And Pinnell gets it into Cammie Shack, and Shack called for traveling.
Well, they had a couple of them. She couldn't get the ball where she wanted. She was going to dish it, and her feet kept moving. So
51-25, Pleasant Grove. Lady Hawks in the front court. Over on the far side it goes. And here's a takeaway by Cammie Shack for the Lady Cats. She takes it back. And now another takeaway for Pleasant Grove. It is a 2-on-1 break. Mary Floyd, bounce pass.
15.
To,
no.
12. Michaela Floyd. And a nice looking score there for Pleasant Grove. 53-25. Lady Cats up the floor. Here's a feed underneath for KK Montgomery, and she banks it off the glass for the bucket.
KK can play under there. She's strong enough, and that was a good feed.
53-27. Shot from way outside. Rims out for Pleasant Grove underneath with the rebound. That
23.
Abby Hennard, and we have a foul inside.
Number 4. That's first personal on Hardy.
Presley Hardy, the foul for Sulphur Springs.
23 is going to go to the line for 2.
And the first shot is good. Abby Hennard now has 6 points in the game for the Lady Hawks, 54-27. Second shot coming for Hennard. Nice arc, but it rims out. And a long rebound chased down by Riley Ivory. Here comes Ivory on the run across the midcourt line. Mary Floyd comes up from behind, takes it away. And here comes Floyd, contested by Presley Hardy. Floyd pulls up for three, rims out. And the rebound for Pleasant Grove. And the putback from about 10 feet
Hennard
is good. That is Abby Hennard. 8 points for her, 56-27. Lady Cats back down the floor. We have a foul as Presley Hardy was driving in on the right side.
23.
Abby Hennard.
Hennard, that's her third.
Third foul.
Team fourth. And that's going to be Hardy for two.
Yeah, 56-27. Pleasant Grove. Hardy, the left-hand shooter, is good.
There you go.
Younger sister of Wildcat football defender Grayson Hardy. All-district player. And the second shot. Bounce around a couple of times.
Nice. Nice balance. Bent her knees. Did a good job.
57-28. Pleasant Grove. 3:48 to go, third quarter. Mary Floyd. A lob down low, back outside. And here's a jump shot from about 18 feet. No good. Rebounded by Riley Ivory for Sulphur Springs. Ivory on the dribble across the midcourt line. Into the corner to London Pennell. Pennell wheels around. Nice move. And puts it in from about 10 feet.
Pennell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pennell, 9 points.
I like the way she's not scared to shoot.
She is a freshman. And here's a three-pointer for Pleasant Grove. Nails it. And that is Michaela Floyd. 10 points for Floyd. 60-30. 30-point lead for Pleasant Grove. That is their biggest of the night. Lady Cats back down the floor. Ball knocked loose over the baseline. It'll stay with Sulphur Springs. Inbounds play to the right of the basket. 3:05 to go, third quarter. Bounce pass for KK Montgomery, gets away. Chased down at midcourt by Pleasant Grove. And we have a double dribble called on Jolie Masco. A lot of energy shown by the Pleasant Grove head coach Deanna Doles here tonight, Tony.
Yeah, she's got good reason to. She's got a good squad.
Lady Cats have it in the front court. Here's Riley Ivory driving into the paint, and we have a foul.
10, I believe. Yep.
So that's Erilyn Meeks, her second foul for
We're
Pleasant
going to
Grove.
get to shoot now the rest of the quarter.
So 5 fouls on Pleasant Grove. It puts the Lady Cats in the bonus.
Is that Pennell going to the line?
Yes. With 9 points in the game, the freshman. And the first shot, a lot of backspin, but still does not go in. That's her. Well, now she is now 1 of 3 from the free throw line.
Yep.
60-30, a 30-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Second shot, good. Bottom of the net, 60-31. Pleasant Grove. They come across the midcourt line, knifing inside.
I think that one's going to be on KK. Let's see. Yep.
Yeah, KK Montgomery, her second foul.
Second.
Trying
Shooting foul, and Michaela Floyd is going to go to the line for 2.
Driving in from the left side was Floyd, and she was fouled. She makes the first shot. And so she now has 11 points in the game. Here's the second shot, 61-31, a 30-point lead.
Lane violation, no bucket.
She made the second shot, but it is
Disallowed.
no good
Yep.
officially because someone stepped into the lane too soon. 61-31, a 30-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats get it in. Full court pressure still for Pleasant Grove. They finally do get it across the midcourt line. They've been in a man-to-man all night, pretty much, have they not,
Yeah.
Tony?
Well, they start out in a zone and then just go with it. As soon as they got somebody, they stay.
Lady Cats working it down low here, and we have
Number
a foul.
10,
And it
Meeks,
goes against
that's her third.
Erilyn Meeks, her third.
Hardy gets 2.
Presley Hardy at the line. This is a bonus situation for
She made her last 2.
Lady Cats. Shot on the way, good.
3 in a row.
Remember, in high school basketball, you go to the bonus on the 5th foul of the quarter, and then you shoot 2. So second shot. Misses off the left side of the rim, no good. Hardy now with 5 points in the game. 61-32, Pleasant Grove. Lady Hawks working in the front court. Here's a three-pointer, and it rattles off, no good. Rebound comes out to Riley Ivory for Sulphur Springs, but
Couldn't get the handle.
lost control of it. Goes over the baseline and back to Pleasant Grove. Inbounds play on the baseline to the right of the basket. In the front court for the Lady Hawks, here's an open 3 on the inbounds play. Shot is off the heel, and
Hardy with the rebound. Hardy's getting lots of playing time tonight, and she's earned it.
Pass in to Cammie Shack. She misses a shot from in front of the basket.
Got her own rebound.
Gets her own rebound. Put back is good for Cammie Shack.
That's the most aggressive she's been all night. She had her mind made up and then stayed with it.
5 points for Cammie Shack in the game. And here's a basket at the other end for Pleasant Grove. Who was it?
12, Floyd with a 2-pointer.
Kayla Floyd, 63-34, 29-point lead for Pleasant Grove. We have a foul in the Pleasant Grove offensive end.
Going to be on KK again. That's her third. And our third, and Rowden going to the line.
Jayla Rowden, big senior.
She's actually been quiet this quarter. She just has 4 points.
15 points in the game. She misses the first free throw. Here come at least 2 or 3 substitutions for Pleasant Grove.
They're able to keep fresh legs all night.
63-34. She misses both shots, but Pleasant Grove the rebound. And a shot back up, no good. Lady Cats come up with the rebound on that second shot.
It sounds basic, but we're getting beat on rebounding because we're not jumping and high-pointing the ball, and Pleasant Grove is. We've got good position, and, I mean, that's basic.
Ball went out of bounds off of Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats inbound. Here is Presley Hardy with a jumper from 18 feet, no good. And a contested rebound, and it is over the baseline, goes back to Pleasant Grove.
1 minute 17 in the third.
29-point lead, 63-34 for Pleasant Grove. Mary Floyd. Boy, she is quick, is she not?
She knows what she wants to do.
Bounce pass up high, and now pass over to the far side. Here's a three-point attempt. Rattles off, no good, but Floyd there for the rebound. Bounce pass, and a shot up and no good. Great pass by Floyd.
Yeah, that's going to be on Hardy, I believe.
Yeah, Presley Hardy, the foul, her second. Floyd, a
4.
great bounce pass, great vision there to get it to Sophia Gariel, and Gariel was fouled. She makes the first shot. 7 points in the game for Sophia Gariel, a freshman.
A freshman?
For Pleasant Grove, that's right. 64-34, again the 30-point lead for the Lady Hawks. Next shot, good. 31-point lead, that's the biggest of the night. 65-34. Cammie Shack inbounds for the Lady Cats. Again, the full court pressure for Pleasant Grove. Ahead to Presley Hardy. Hardy, great bounce pass to McWhorter, I believe it is. Break it in from the left side. We have a foul.
Going to have a kick ball, I believe.
Kick ball, yeah, okay.
Kind of got a break because we were out of position.
So the Lady Cats will inbound. And Maddie McWhorter will throw it in from the left side of the basket in the Lady Cat front court. High pass to Cammie Shack. Shack drives in, pulls up, shoots from 12, in and out, no good. Mary Floyd, the rebound for Pleasant Grove. Floyd all the way to the basket, and a runner off the glass with the left hand, won't fall.
Jump ball. That's going to stay with the Lady Cats. That should be coming our way.
Well, I sure didn't see a tie ball there.
Yeah, he got a quick one.
Inbounds play for Sulphur Springs. 65-34, 31-point lead for Pleasant Grove. Riley Ivory driving across midcourt for the Lady Cats. Ball knocked out of bounds by one of the very aggressive Pleasant Grove defenders. Now Maddie McWhorter will inbound it right in front of us here on the near side. She goes to Cammie Shack, coming way outside.
25 seconds left.
In the third quarter, 65-34. Riley Ivory working outside, guarded by Floyd. Bounce pass high to Cammie Shack. Nice move by Shack.
And the bucket. That's the best she's done.
Banks it off the glass from about 12 feet. Good. And the foul on Jayla Bowden. That is her first foul, Tony. The big girl for Pleasant Grove, her first foul. Wow.
What a shot. But I didn't think Cammie had a chance to get that one up.
That's a big time
three-pointer.
Post
That's
play.
right.
Then she makes the free throw. That's a good-looking high post move there. 65-37, 28-point lead. 3 seconds in the quarter. Here's a three-pointer for Pleasant Grove at the buzzer off the left side of the glass. No good. We go to the fourth quarter. 65-37, Pleasant Grove over Sulphur Springs. Lady Cats basketball on KSST. Okay, great.
I'm off somewhere by one.
That's okay.
I had 38, so we scored 17 on that one.
I haven't totaled it, Tony. 7, 10, 13. I've got 21 points they scored in the third quarter. Well, no.
Wildcats scored 17 because we had 20 at halftime.
Yeah.
So they've got 2, 4, 6.
Lady Cats basketball on KSST. Brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. 65-37, a 28-point lead for Pleasant Grove. They have led by as many as 31 in the game.
So I'm off again. 28. They had 45, so they scored 20. I've got them at 19, so I'm off one.
Floyd, nice pass inside for Jayla Bowden, and we have a foul against Sulphur Springs. Cammie Shack, her second. That's the first foul against the Lady Cats in the quarter. And Jayla Bowden, who now has 15 points in the game, misses the first shot. She is not a particularly good free throw shooter.
No.
That's about the only part of her game that is lacking, at least from what we've seen tonight. Second shot, also no good. And Riley Ivory, the rebound for Sulphur Springs, and she gives it up at midcourt. A long pass down the floor. And here comes Pleasant Grove. Mary Floyd, the point guard, running the show. And Floyd will have a three-pointer from the near side. Good. Floyd now with 16 points in the game. And she takes it away in the backcourt. 68-37, 31-point lead. And now a 33-point lead.
Rowden.
They get a pass to Rowden underneath by Jolie Masco, and she banks it off the glass for the bucket. And Lady Cats going to give it up again here.
Yep. A lot of frustration on the Lady Cats for trying to throw too long of a passes and throwing it away. That's about 3 consecutive trips where we didn't even get it across midcourt.
70-37, a 33-point lead for Pleasant Grove. They inbound in the front court to the right of the basket. Biggest lead of the night for Pleasant Grove. And here is a three-point attempt. Is good.
23.
This is Abby Hennard. She will have 11 points in the game. 73-37. It's a 36-point lead. And Lady Cats get a shot here with London Pinnell driving in on the left side baseline but missing. And the rebound comes out to Pleasant Grove, and here they come.
They're slowing it second half, so that's merciful there.
Floyd, three-pointer, good.
Back-to-back threes by number 1.
Left side of the
play.
arc. Left side of the three-point arc. Lady Cats get it in. Rainey Johnson back in the game with 4 fouls. Pass ahead to London Pinnell. Pinnell driving the baseline again, can't get the shot to fall. And here comes Pleasant Grove with the rebound. 76-37 the lead. So that is a 39-point lead.
I can't count that high.
That's right. Mary Floyd whips a pass underneath for Rowden. Rowden missed a shot, got the rebound, back up and scores the banker off the glass from point-blank range.
Referees are letting our girls play. They can tell what's going on, so it's going to be a real foul.
19 points for Rowden, 78-37. Lady Cats have it in the front court, and
mass changes coming from Pleasant Grove, and we've probably seen the last of their starters. That'll be a blessing.
41-point lead for Pleasant Grove. (78-37) with 5:28 to go. Rainey Johnson still in there with 4 fouls for Sulphur Springs. And here's a loose ball. Rainey Johnson chasing it down, but the Lady Hawks get it back and the ball into the backcourt, but it was touched by Sulphur Springs, I believe.
Yep, Cammie got it.
And a pass underneath the basket from way outside. And on the baseline, they can't get a shot to the right side of the key, and another pass down low. Now shot missed.
That's all for Rainey.
Inside, they get the rebound, and that is Layla Sanders back up with the shot.
That's Rainey's 5th foul.
Off the mark, but she is fouled, as Tony has already told you, by Rainey Johnson.
Who's this shooting? 23?
This is Layla Sanders.
24.
78-57.
Tough luck from Rainey Johnson. She got in foul trouble early, and with the score like it is, you got to just get what you can out of her.
79-37. 42-point lead, 43-point lead, 80-37.
They've got some good shooters.
Lady Cats into the front court. This is Presley Hardy on the dribble, pulls up in the lane, and now it goes down low for London Pinnell on the baseline, far side up with the shot that won't go. Batted around, and it comes out to Presley Hardy for Sulphur Springs. To Pinnell. Pinnell over to Godbolt. Godbolt has it go through her hands and over the sideline back to Pleasant Grove.
Well, darn it, they put Floyd back in. I was hoping we'd seen the last of her. 4:31 left in this nightmare on Elm Street.
Lady Cats showing a 2-3 zone as Pleasant Grove comes back up the floor. They go high post, kick it back outside. Here is a 3-point attempt, and it bounces around 3 times and won't fall. And Lady Cats come out of there with the ball. Down the floor to Presley Hardy.
Nice finish by Hardy. That's a tough play right there.
Presley Hardy with the layup off the left side of the glass, and KK Montgomery, the long pass down the floor to Hardy there. Nice play by KK Montgomery.
That's a hard finish going full speed.
80-39. And a shot inside missed, and a rebound, and then back outside for Pleasant Grove, and there's a 3-pointer by Kayla Sanders.
Tell you what, we get one, they got somebody else. 83 points.
83-39, a 44-point lead. That is the biggest for Pleasant Grove.
That's 4th foul on number 12, Floyd.
Cammie Shack fouled here as she was handling the ball out near midcourt. Scoreboard just shows that as 1 foul in the quarter.
That's all I've got.
Foul was on who?
12.
So Michaela Floyd, that's her 4th. I think you said that.
Well, I forgot, but I had to look.
It's hard to keep your concentration.
It is.
But I'll tell you, we're seeing a great display of girls high school basketball by Pleasant Grove. Inbounds play for Sulphur Springs on the baseline to the right of the basket, taken away. Mary Floyd, the point guard, across the midcourt line. Great feed there underneath, but they do not finish, as not able to make the banker was Markayla Floyd. And the Lady Cats back up the floor. Cammie Shack, the drive down the right side of the key.
Going to be on 23, Hennard.
You have a foul.
Her 4th. Team 2nd. That's going to be Cammie for 2.
Cammie Shack at the line with a 67% free throw percentage. She has 8 points in the game tonight, tying her shoe right now.
And she's putting her starters back in. That coach is relentless right now. Hope she enjoys it when the tables turn.
Lead is 44 points for Pleasant Grove. Cammie Shack eyes the basket and makes the first shot. 9 points for Cammie Shack in the game. 8 of her 9 here in the second half. And mass substitutions, but again, as Tony pointed
starters
out, you get your first unit players back in to some extent. Here's the second shot by Cammie Shack, and she makes the second. And
that's 5 consecutive free throws by Cammie, so that's a positive.
5 for 6 in the game, 10 points. And here's a baseline shot that is good. Was that a 3?
That's a 2.
And that is Abby Hennard. Who's having a big fourth quarter. 85-41, 44-point lead. Lady Cats on offense in the front court. And
foul on KK. That's her 4th.
She was away from the ball, was she not?
I guess.
85-41, 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Runner from 15 feet, no good for Pleasant Grove. And they keep the ball on the rebound, swing it around from left to right. And a nice bounce pass, and making the basket from about
Hennard.
6 feet is Hennard. Abby Hennard.
They're just feeding. All these girls have their heads up and they're feeding, and they're doing a lot of cutting to the basket and getting rewarded.
87-41, the biggest lead of the night at 46 for Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats working the ball in the front court here, and they throw it away. Taken away in the paint by Hennard, and here come the Lady Hawks. There's an alley-oop and a basket. The other end by Rowden. Rowden having quite a fourth quarter here. She has 21 points in the game.
89-41.
Again, that's the biggest lead of the night for Pleasant Grove. Lady Cats on attack, and here's a nice runner in the lane by London Pinnell. And Pinnell having a good night for the Lady Cats with, I got her with 16, is that right?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got 12. I may have missed
9, 10, 13. 13, that's what I've got.
I've got 12, so we're pretty close. Minute 18.
But Pinnell, a runner there, nice move, and got the shot to go. Pass is whipped underneath by Mary Floyd to a wide open Abby Hennard. Another basket for Hennard. 91-43. They've got a chance to make 100, and I think they may have that in mind, Tony.
Yep.
Presley Hardy driving the baseline for Sulphur Springs. Has it taken away, pass down the floor, and layup at the other end is good. Mary Floyd, another nice feed there. Sanders, that's her first basket as I have it tonight.
Yeah,
93.
No, she had a 3. I got 2 threes.
93-43, a 50-point lead. Under a minute to go. Missed. A shot missed. I think that was Godbolt with the miss for Sulphur Springs way outside. 20 seconds to go. They're not going to make 100. Mary Floyd coming across the midcourt line down to 13 seconds. And a cross-court pass to Floyd. I think they're going to be content to let it run out here with 6 seconds to go. Lady Cats may not be content, though. They contest the ball. Lady Cats, I think, frustrated and understandably so here as the game comes to an end. 93-43. A 50-point win for Texarkana Pleasant Grove over the Lady Cats here tonight. And nice move there by Deanna Doles. Went over and said something of a consolatory nature to Cammie Shack. I think no doubt had some words of praise for her. And Cammie did play well, especially here in the second half. So 93-43, a 50-point win for Pleasant Grove over Sulphur Springs here tonight. And really impressive showing by the Lady Hawks, who win their 20th game of the season. So we'll come back and wrap this one up. This is Lady Cats basketball on KSST.
Well, my books are off, so we'll just have
to. Ooh. James, give us 4 minutes here at least.
See you. When you get done, you can tell me yours and I'll correct mine.
5, 7, 8, 10. Well, I tell you, Tony, I'm sure I'm off at least as much as you are. I mean, it's hard to do this and keep a score, and then you look down, something else happens. 10, 17, 19. I've got Rowden with 21.
Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21.
I've got Hennard with 21.
Hennard, I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14. I've got her with 16, but
okay.
But you didn't have 24. See, I've got 24 with 7.
I got it on the wrong line is what happened.
I've got 24 has 7. 3, 6, 8, 10.
6,
Floyd
7.
number 1 with 19.
Okay.
2 straight with 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11,
12, 15,
14,
17.
6.
Got Michaela Floyd with 13.
Michaela Floyd with how many?
13.
I had 14, so that's close enough.
6, 8, 10, 11, 13.
I had her with 3 out of 5 free throws and 1 3-pointer.
I may have missed a 3-pointer.
She had the 3-pointer in the third.
I may have put it down as a 2. So you've got her with 14?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Lady Cats basketball on KSST. Wow, 93-43, a 50-point win. They more than doubled up the Lady Cats here tonight. Texarkana Pleasant Grove. Now they beat Paris last Friday night.
90 or 94 to something.
90-48.
Well, we're
It's
looking
about-
at the district champion, no doubt. She's loaded.
So, to summarize the Lady Cats scoring here tonight, Cammie Scheck had 10. I've got London Pinnell with 13.
Yeah, I had
Tony?
12, so pretty close. But I was off 1 point on one of the quarters.
10.
How many points do you have for her in the third quarter?
3 in the third quarter.
Yep,
and she had
that's what I got.
a three-pointer in the fourth quarter.
Oh, in the fourth quarter was a 3. Okay, I had that as a 2. So
Well,
I'll put that as 3.
we'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
13 there.
Anyway, she would be the leading scorer for the Lady
Yep.
Cats. She is a freshman.
That's good, and she is not shy about shooting, so that's a good thing.
Riley Ivory had 8.
Yep.
KK Montgomery 6. Presley Hardy again impressing with her hustle and all-out play.
Yep.
7 points tonight and did a good job at the free throw line. Riley Godbolt had 4. Rainey Johnson had 4 and fouled out. She had 2 baskets in the second quarter.
She didn't get a chance to work because of the foul trouble early.
So we talked a lot about Jayla Bowden. She had 21 points, the big player inside for Pleasant Grove. Mary Floyd, the point guard, but also certainly a scorer. She had 19.
She's a player. In my mind, she's the best player on the team.
She makes them go.
The big girl gets a lot of the accolades, but without number 1, she's half the player.
Markayla Floyd had 14 points. Tony and I are off somehow on Abby Hennard. I've got her with 21. Tony's got her with what, 16?
16.
You say that?
Yep.
So, but she had a very big fourth quarter. She got loose several times.
She had 9 in the fourth, according to me. But
okay, anyway.
Who knows? There was so much going on, we couldn't keep up.
93-43, however, is the final, and that was the biggest margin at the end of the game. I kind of think, and I don't know what to think about this. I kind of think they were trying to get 100 points there.
Yeah, and if I'm that coach and got that team, I might try it every once in a while. But that comeuppance when you're down, people have a pretty good memory. I remember about 25 years ago, Saltillo was beating everybody 100 when the Carlisle was there, one of the Carlisle sons, and they were scoring 150 a game, beating people by 100 points.
Good heavens.
And when the tide turns, those kids pay.
The kids who
coming
were not
up.
there,
That's right.
a couple of years
and you
ago.
hope the coach is there so he can get his.
Lady Cats basketball brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technology, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. So Lady Cats play Friday night at Pittsburgh. That'll be an interesting outcome there. Pittsburgh has gone off to a good start, but I suspect that Lady Cats will be able to compete with them on a pretty even basis.
Yeah, I think so. Again, we've played the 2 best teams in district, so now we've got some games to kind of mend some wounds and go from there.
Wildcat boys at home against Pittsburgh Friday night, and we will have the broadcast of that game for you on KSST at 7 o'clock. So we say thanks to James Terry, our producer, Matt Jensen, our technical director, and video producer. You can see this back on Channel 18 and YouTube later. Tony Flippin, of course, our all-world color commentator. And our final here tonight, 93-43, Pleasant Grove, a blowout of your Sulphur Springs Lady Cats. And I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we say goodnight tonight from Wildcat Gym.